money. It's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
On 1st down, Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's Sermon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Sermon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And Gold is able to put it through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
And I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Washington. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's a give to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Gibson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A give running right, Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
Nice play call right there, and off the play action fake, he bootlegged out to his right, and I really like the patience he showed handling the fake to make the defense buy it. Then I love how he zeroed in on his man coming all the way across the formation and stuck it on him for a nice gain.
Lance now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Bring it! And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 46. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A minute 52 to play until halftime. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Koo now for the point after. And it's 21-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Runs over him. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Gibson again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance on the move to his left. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. It's Lance. And this one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Gold for the extra point. This time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
191 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Gibson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And some space here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Play action. Now it's Lance. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. And complete. Right side to Cook. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the 42-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go. It's Gibson. Still shedding tackles. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Koo for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lance going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Open man is Samuel, complete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes this Washington 56, 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Lance. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Cook.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Lance now on first down. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams,